Hey Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's in store for your money and career life in October? We're going to talk a little astrology, dive in with the tarot, and find out. So keep watching. So Capricorn, welcome to the channel or welcome back. Awesome to see you guys here. So Capricorn, we're going to look at three distinct areas for your month ahead with your money, career, and business life. We're going to look at what Venus is doing and pull some cards on Venus's transit through Scorpio and also Sagittarius, what this means for you. And then we will look at your career energies with another tarot reading. So lots to cover. Let's get into it. All right, Capricorn, until October 16th, Venus will be in Scorpio, which is your 11th house of hopes, wishes, and dreams, personal networks and connections, and also gains, personal gains, like show me the money, like pennies from heaven, maybe. How about Bitcoin from heaven or gold bullion from heaven? Like that would be good. All right, so this is a good time though. Venus is about, harmony and balance and schmoozing. So especially since it's going through your 11th house, this is a good time to ask for favors from your networks. Like if you're looking for a job, like this is a great time to put the word out. This is a great time to go to conferences to raise your profile. This is a great time to rub elbows or shoulders or whatever you rub. Oh my God, that came out wrong. Well, you know what I'm saying? With other people in your industries to, get favors. All of that didn't come out the way I intended, but you get my point. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you had a good laugh over that. All right, Capricorn, let's get serious now. In terms of just money, okay, this may be a good time to look at your investments, to look where you can put your money for the most personal gains, as we were saying before. This can be sometimes a lucky house, sometimes. So if you're getting a nudge to buy a lottery ticket or something like that. Now, we don't advocate, blowing thousands of dollars on those types of things. No, but, you do have to be in it to win it. So maybe if you buy one scratch off or something like that, you get my point. I mean, Capricorns, we tend to be on the more frugal side anyway, but sometimes Venus through the 11th house could bring some sort of unexpected gain like that. Like you could go to, bingo and win. You could go to, some charity event and win the door prize. It's like that type of thing. So let's see, you could win a raffle. And there's your energy, Capricorn. Oh, and we got some Queen of Wands. The 10 of Wands in your heart. The Ace of Swords. Wow. And the 6 of Cups. Okay. You have a very powerful new moon solar eclipse coming up in your 10th house of career. We are going to do a separate video on that, but I'm getting a vibe here of that a little bit also. That new moon solar eclipse in your 10th house is going to ignite a fire under you. Here we have it, right? A fire under you for new vistas with your career, new challenges, up-leveling of your career, a greater profile, new directions perhaps also. So, we kind of have a little bit of that happening here with this 10 of Wands in your heart. And then we have this brand new energy coming in over here. But this is the money portion of your reading, but I'm kind of getting the vibe with this. So I just wanted to mention it. So what I am thinking here is, again, with this Queen of Wands, there could be some sort of very honest, loyal, good connection in your world. Probably female or strong feminine energy. They're very successful. They got their you-know-what together. They could help you wrap up something financial this month, the first half, okay, because this is about your networks. 11th house is also hopes, wishes, and dreams. So if you've been wanting to wrap up some sort of burdensome, because the Devil card is here, financial situation, like this could be a good time to ask for favors in terms of refinancing, perhaps, or meeting with bank officials. Although that's more 8th house, but still, it can be stuff like that to solve some sort of problem with the finances and wrap it up, like get it on a right track, which is maybe why we have this over here with the Ace of Swords, it could be signing a contract, like refinancing something that's going to make you feel lighter and freer with the Six of Cups. Like, just bring your energy back to, kids, they don't worry about bills. Not that you'll never stop worrying about bills, because that's Capricorn. You will. But you'll just feel a sense of, I can take a breather now. Okay, so there can be something like that going on. You could be working with this double energy, can represent corporate. It can represent, this is for JC, insurance. It can represent, corporate entities, things like that. But there is something here I really feel that is wrapping up. There is somebody who can help you with this scenario, because notice how this is looking back at this. So this is the energy that you will want to cultivate, you will want to schmooze with, to help you wrap up some sort of debt or financial obligation. And then you can refocus your mind on your personal gains and get back to making more money, saving more money. So there is something here, I think, that is wrapping up for you in a positive way with this Ace of Swords, Six of Cups. And Six of Cups is a gift energy also, because the guy is giving the little girl flowers. But it's this sense of goodwill and an ease in your emotions that can come through with the wrapping up of this particular situation. So there may be an important negotiation, etc. By the same token, if you're at some sort of conference, a work conference, because we have this Ten of Wands in your heart and then this Capricorn. If you're at a work conference or a trade show or things like that, you could meet somebody who could put an opportunity in your way. Like, they want to offer you a job, or they want to buy your widget that you invented, or whatever. There can be something like that also, especially if it's like a creative thing with the Six of Cups. So that's another possibility here. But I feel like you're shifting something that has been burdensome for a while. This could go back to Aries season, possibly. Could go back to Leo season. So very good. Maybe more like 6 months, because we have this, which would be Aries season for me. We have a big full moon in Aries that is happening on October 15th. So something may be percolating at that time for you also. And that will be right before Venus then goes into Sagittarius. So Venus will go into Sagittarius on October 17th. This is your 12th house of things hidden behind the scenes. It has to do with institutions of healing and rehabilitation, like, of course, hospitals and jails and, rehabilitation facilities, like things like that. If you're looking for a job in those areas, this would be a good time, middle of October onward, when Venus is transiting that 12th house. But that can also be that you're kind of pulling back with financial expenditures, you're reevaluating. The 12th house is a solitary house. Usually it is a time to be like a hermit. So you may find that you are kind of just, focusing on other things in the second half of October when it comes to your money. Like, you may not be spending a lot of money, that type of thing, because you'll be wanting to spend money when Venus goes into your sign in November. So you may be saving your money the second half of October in anticipation of something that's going to be going on in November for you. That's also a possibility. Okay, but let's see. Let's get a message. Also, the 12th house can be things that have been hidden, and then you find them. So as I said to one of the other signs, it's like you could find the $20 bill in your pants pocket, before you do the laundry. It's like that type of thing. You realize, you still have savings bonds from when you were 5 years old. You find them in a drawer. It can be like something like that. It is a good time to declutter. It's a good time to sell things, like on Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that, when Venus is going through that 12th house. Empress. There's your second house of money, the Star. King of Swords in your heart. The Judgment. And the Four of Cups. Yeah. I feel like this is coinciding with that new moon solar eclipse in Libra. That energy, of course, will be happening on October 2nd, but eclipses can have a 6 to 8 to 10 to 12 month window of activation. So I think that something that's going on with that eclipse is going to have you be very introspective, which is the 12th house, with your money and also career directions you want to go in to grow your finances. Okay, because we have this Empress, which is your 5th house of creativity, the Taurus. We have the Star, which is your 2nd house of money. We have the King of Swords in your heart, suggesting decision time. Like, I got to rethink things. I got to make some executive decisions. We have the Judgment card. So probably by the end of Libra season, so within the first few days of this Venus in Sagittarius transit that starts October 17th, Libra season ends on the 22nd, you may be making some very important decisions about your future direction, because that is also the Star card for me. And long-term financial growth, the Empress, and what you can do creatively to make that happen. And then we have this 4 of Cups. So there is some dissatisfaction with whatever's happening right now with your money. And that's going to mean different things to different people. It can be, well, I'm paying my bills, but I don't have enough left over to save, which is very Capricorn, right? Like, or I don't have enough left over really to invest the way I want, or whatever, right? Or I really want to switch into something new and different, but will the money be there? So it can be, I want to move into a more creative and fulfilling job or role or new profession. What's it going to take for me to do that? So having that introspection, like, we all need money to live. How are you going to manifest that? So there's all of that kind of tied up, because there is a dissatisfaction. And this is one of my favorite cards of all time. It's hard to see, because of course the camera won't focus, but it says over it on her shirt. And that cracks me up. So she is over it. We are over it with the 4 of Cups. We're like, something better change, because this ain't it. And this 4 of Cups is coming in. I would say this is coming in more in Scorpio season. It may come in even in November. All right. With some sort of new decisions you're going to make that are connected with your career and your money, your cash flow. So, and you have big dreams and big plans. I mean, look at this. We have 3 major arcanas out of 5 cards I pulled. So there is major shifts and changes on the horizon for you, but it's more like you're making the decisions. You're calling the shots here. But use the energy of the new moon solar eclipse, right? It's the timing. Like, we can choose a better timing for certain decisions, right? But we're still in charge of making the decisions and taking the actions, etc. And that's where I think astrology can be very helpful, is with the timing of things. So this is a month, this whole month for you is, I think, a lot about wrapping something up, which is also a hallmark of the energy of the new moon eclipse, because it's conjunct the South Node. Wrapping it up, as we said, with this 10 of Wands that we had over here with that money thing. And then we have this, like, evaluating and deciding on the new direction and getting everything lined up and seeing what the universe is going to bring and kind of open up for us. So very interesting. Some of you, if you are already fine with your money and you don't want career shifts or whatever, if it's just investments, some of you are making some decisions and changes with your investments because you're not liking the returns you're getting thus far. And that's why you're over it. You're like, I'm not happy with, this. I mean, it's okay. Like, it's but it's taking longer, because Empress takes a while. There could be something that's just taking longer than you would like in terms of growing the money you already have. And so you're looking for a way to accelerate it. That may be another thing. I am, of course, not a financial advisor, and neither is my friend Bobo, who wants to drink my dragon fruit passion tea. He just stuck his face in it. He didn't drink it, but he stuck his face near it. We are not financial advisors, so absolutely consult with your financial advisor. But when Venus is going through that 12th house, that is a great time to do that. Get information that may have not been available to you, hidden from you, 12th house, up to this point. Let's check in with your career energies, Capricorn, but be back to the channel. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, for the new moon solar eclipse, which will focus on your career house. But we will look at this for right now. And let's see for October. I think what I'm going to do, you guys just gave me an idea. I think for that eclipse video, I'm going to look at it for the next 6 months, because that is, I think, the window for this eclipse. until we have another eclipse. We have the next south node eclipse, which is in Pisces. Well, actually, we have another north node, which is, the eclipses are kind of off kilter, in March of next year. So that's 6 months. All right, let's see. Let's see what we have for you. Thank you for helping me work through that, Capricorn. I appreciate it. My brainstorming of how I'm going to do my videos. You guys are awesome. All right, let's see what we have for your career. Okay, let's just pull one. Oh, the Pluto. Good old Pluto. Change. This is tying in with what I was saying. All right, so we got some plutonium. And we know Pluto's going direct in October. I thought it was on the eclipse, but I don't have the exact day in my brain. It might be the 12th. I keep thinking it's the 2nd, but it might be the 12th. I know there's a 2 in it. So, of October. We know November 19th is the magic day. That is when it's done. It's done for us, and we will have a party on the channel to celebrate that Pluto will be out of Capricorn. Okay, but he can't leave us alone. He just will not leave us alone, Capricorns. Right? He just won't. My Capricorn rising is done. It's done with it. I also have my South Node in Capricorn, too. And when Pluto went over my South Node, I was like, at the same time on my Saturn return. I mean, it's, astrology is so cool. We love it. All right. 8 of Wands. Look at the Empress again. Okay. Oh, wow. More Devil. We had that before, too. You and your heart. Chariot. What is this? I'm going to pull one more. All right. Page of Wands. All right. Interesting. We got 2 sevens. We do have Mars in Cancer right now. But we got that Devil in your heart. But I guess we could say you have this double energy. Let's take these two together as your heart energy, the Chariot and the Devil. And we have a lot of movement. We have this 8 of Wands and we have the Chariot. And even the Page of Wands, really. And we got bum, bum, bum. Okay. This is about planning your escape. Okay, it's about planning your escape route. There's a bunch of different energies here, right? There's different possibilities. You're so resourceful, and I think that's what this is signaling to me also with this Empress. Empress is about money, abundance. It's your 5th house of creativity and luck. Of course, Uranus is still there in Taurus. But this is a lot about, again, getting that long-term financial stability. I think it's going to require a change. And you're ready for the change. I mean, if we look at these two together, like you're tired of feeling like with your back up against the wall and overly obsessed with whatever's going on with you, whether it's you're annoyed, maybe you're stewing in some toxic energy because you're just so frustrated. Again, we're not blaming you or saying it's your fault, but it's just, the devil can be just also in our own mind. We're going over and over and over again, like, oh my God, like this ridiculousness that I'm not out of it yet and I'm not on the other side yet, etc. So that's why I'm saying this is like an escape plan. And so is this Chariot. But it's about you calling the shots. It's about you taking 8 things, narrowing them down to 2 possibilities, and then deciding and taking action. This may not happen till Sagittarius season because of the Page of Wands showing up here. And that will be when Pluto will finally be done with us. This 7 of Swords is cagey, right? It is about keeping your plans to yourself. This Devil showing up twice in your reading can also be possibly some... I didn't feel it in the first pull that we did. Okay, I didn't feel it over here. But it could be in this reading especially. It could be some sort of evil eye or toxic energy around you that does not want you to be successful or escape or whatever. You will be successful with this. The Page of Wands is here. And its back is turned all this. So there is a new beginning on the horizon for you. Again, I would look more toward the end of November, even middle of November, into December. Now, Mars goes retrograde in Leo on December 5th. So I think you're going to have a little window there of getting something started. We all live under the same skies. We're all going to be dealing with multiple retrogrades in the beginning of the year. The first, basically, almost 4 full months. I've been putting together, I already started writing the 2025 book for the year ahead for the astrology. And there is some crazy astrology. And part of it is those first few months of retrogrades. So, and it doesn't mean we can't accomplish those things or accomplish anything during retrogrades, but it just requires more patience, more planning, and the flexibility to know things may just shift a tiny bit. So if you can get something done earlier and move on it earlier, that would be better. You know, like I said, end of November, first week of December. So, but what I like about this is that you may have been thinking there aren't possibilities. There are possibilities for you. They're coming in. You're going to see them this month. I think they get activated by that eclipse. But the thing is, too, with this showing up twice, it can be you're in that in between. This is where the judgment card came in before. Like, is it better the devil I know, or should I take a risk and a chance on making a change and going into unknown territory like we do when we get a new job? We don't know how it's going to turn out. We make our best decisions with the information we have, but we don't know for sure. So it can be that type of thing also that you're contemplating. Some of you are contemplating a move. Okay. Empress home energy also. Empress is home energy. And then we have this Chariot. So it can be the same thing. Like I might have to uproot my life in a significant way to get the thing I want career-wise. And especially money-wise. Like maybe just where I am, there's no jobs, or the economy's really bad in this particular part of the country. You know, so it can be things like that also that may be affecting and going on for you. So, but there is a major change on the horizon, and it's not just Pluto getting out of our sign. That's part of it. That is part of it. But I like the Chariot here very much, because this is you being in control and you being able to see clearly 2 very strong options. But please keep them to yourself. And there needs to be, I think, some sort of privacy, security, safety with what you're deciding. This is not for public consumption. Like if you leave a job, as an example, you know, you don't have to tell. Coworkers are not your friends. They're coworkers. You don't have to tell them where you're going. You know, you don't have to tell them. They don't need to know anything about your business. So there can be a little of that going on here as well, that you're just, you know. And I also feel if there is going to be a move involved, it will move quickly for you. It will move very quickly, mid-November into December. So if you're contemplating moving locations, it could go like this. So you're going to end up with this Empress twice now. Whatever changes you're making, you're going to be able to feel a much more sense of connectedness with the energy of that place, whether it's a job or a home or whatever you're doing. It's going to nurture you a lot more. It's going to free you in some way and give you some sort of emotional and I think also financial relief. And you're going to feel a lot more creative and inspired. There's a happiness quotient with this Empress twice. And also that 6 of Cups we had too. There's a happiness that will come with this change. And I don't think you're maybe factoring that in as much because of Pluto. We've been just enduring, right? But there's a happiness quotient that will arrive with this change. And I think that also is going to be a very pleasant surprise for you. So Capricorn, leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies, what you plan on manifesting in the month of October. I almost said November. In October, I would love to know. So interesting times for Capricorns. If you appreciated this video, if you hit that thumbs up, that would really help out my channel. Or if you share it, helps with the YouTube algorithms. You know, they get all excited when they see stuff like that. And I will be back with a lot more videos, so stay tuned for those. And if you haven't seen them, I have been posting some songs on my channel. I've been creatively re-inspired. Again, I don't know where they came from. Song lyrics, and I'm not a musician, but I did use AI to do the music, but I wrote all the lyrics. And they've been based on, I like a lot of different types of music, so you'll see various, types. But they're all based like kind of on spiritual motifs, on astrology, ideas, symbols, signs. I just did one for the Libras. I have a fire sign one that will be coming out for the full moon in Aries. So, and they're very different musically. So just know that. They're not all like, new agey, floaty away type things. They're very, because I like a lot of different types. And when I sit down to write these, like I definitely have a certain idea of what I think that song should sound like. So even though like you use AI to create the music, it can take a lot of time to get exactly the feeling that you're wanting to convey. But all the lyrics are mine. Absolutely, 100%. So, you might want to check those out if you're interested. Again, you don't have to, but it's fun. It's very, very fun. So I encourage you to explore your own creativity as much as possible. I like to be kind of a living example of that to hopefully inspire you, because I think it's so important. It brings so much happiness and joy to our lives to do things that light up our creative heart space. So love you guys, Capricorns. You know that. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.